Hello and welcome to the post-match review of the today's IPL game, Sunrisers versus Lucknow Super Giants. Lucknow Super Giants got a pretty comprehensive win, I would say. Relatively low-scoring game. We have been seeing some 191, 200 runs game matches. Today was a pretty low-scoring game. Buryad, I'll come to you. First thoughts on the pitch.
It was a difficult wicket, make no mistake. I mean, it was not an ideal T20 wicket. But then what is an ideal T20 wicket? Is it a wicket that will get you 200 runs? Is that ideal? Because the bowlers look like, dolls there. I mean, they get hit all over the park and people jump. Is that an ideal wicket? Or today's wicket where the batsman had to do something? But even on a wicket like this, Krunal Pandya and KL Rahul batted decently. So it's not as if even Abdul Samad batted decently at the end, right? So runs could be scored provided you bat with your head. Unfortunately, Sunrisers did not. I mean, everything that could go wrong for the Sunrisers is going wrong. Team selection is nonsense. I mean, if you actually see, and I did not understand, you should ask Shubhan. I mean, Lucknow used Bishnoi, used Krunal Pandya, used Amit Mishra, used Deepak Hooda, and all of the spinners were on song. And these fellows used 9 overs of pace of the 14 before Rashid came and picked those 2 wickets. What is the logic? I mean, what are you thinking? That 9 overs of pace on a wicket where spinners are making merry. What are you thinking, for God's sake? Very poor start from the Sunrisers.
Boriana, people are asking. I was going to scrolling through Twitter. This has become a common sentence for me. And people were talking about Lucknow Super Giants, Lucknow's poor pitch. I mean, what is a poor pitch, as you said? When it is in Chepauk, when a turning track is on Chepauk, you celebrate it and celebrate your four spinners playing there. But when it is in Lucknow, you suddenly say it's a poor pitch. It deserves the demerit point. It is not fair. And also Sunrisers Hyderabad used a Washington Sundar only 1 over in that with the new ball. Washington doesn't turn the ball. Even if you give him a 50 over old ball, he won't turn it. Try an Adil Rashid there. Why are you missing that trick? If an Amit Mishra is winning you a game, you have an Adil Rashid, far better spinner, on form spinner. It just doesn't make sense.
He's very right, Rohan. He's very right. I mean, look at the ball with which Adil Rashid got Romario Shepherd. The ball
Yeah.
came in. Romario Shepherd had no idea what was going on. No idea. And they were trying to hold back Nicholas Puran because they did not want to expose Puran to Rashid. So clearly, Lucknow was also thinking that if Rashid comes into ball, we have a problem. For God's sake,
Right.
use Rashid. I mean, who did you get? You got Faruqi as your replacement, substitute or something. Why? I mean, you mean to say you don't have a spinner? Come on, man. I mean, Amit Mishra, who is almost semi-retired, that man comes 4 overs for 23-2 and bowled beautifully. The Bishnoi was making you dance and you don't have a spinner to come and bowl. It is baffling. And answering Shubhan's point about pitch, Chennai, you call it a fortress. Fortress Chennai because you got four spinners. Kolkata Knight Riders 2012, how did they win the IPL? Because they used that wicket at the Eden Gardens with spinners. Iqbal Abdullah, Sunil Narayan, and all of these fellows came in and bowled for KKR. Lucknow will do everything to win matches at home. And they are 100% right in doing that. That is why it is home advantage. Go play.
Yep.
Don't complain about wickets. Go play and go and win this. Ravichandran Ashwin says this is the best. What defines a good cricket wicket? Only if the batter scores 6 runs. Every ball hit them for 6. The ball comes onto the bat and the bowlers look like fools. That is a good wicket. Who has said that?
Yeah, I just love it when this pitch controversy comes in. I just getting a flashback of the Border Gavaskar Trophy, and I just love it. These controversies, but yes, there is no such thing as the correct pitch. We have seen runs scored, but yes, Shubhan.
Rohan. Once Ravi Shastri said, "भाड़ में गया pitch, 20 wicket निकालो match जीतो." That is what a pitch is. You got to pick 20 wickets, 10 wickets to win a match.
Yeah, and Ravi used to say, we'll take the pitch out of the equation. Wherever we travel, we don't care. For the pitch, we'll take the pitch out of the equation. And today, come on, it was not unplayable. Even Abdul Samad can score 21. If a KL Rahul gets a 35, a Krunal Pandya gets a 30. I mean, what are you talking about an unplayable wicket? Who says it's a Rahul Tripathi grafted, but he did get runs? Who says it's an unplayable wicket? Get 150 on this wicket. 150 would have been a very good score. And
Exactly.
Absolutely.
nobody has said that you have to score 200 runs on every wicket and make a good T20 match.
Exactly, exactly. And Shubhan, today in the morning show also we were discussing about Aiden Markram taking the captaincy from Bhuvi and how much impact will that be. But it has not done much of difference. Your thoughts on the captaincy?
I will still give, although some of the questions, some of the decisions were baffling, I would still give Aiden Makram some time because this is his first match as a captain in IPL. Still doesn't know the local players as much, and this is the disadvantage, the cons of having a newbie overseas captain. But Aiden Makram has done well in the past. I've seen his captaincy. He's a good shrewd operator of the game, but at the same time, you need, and this is the time where you need help from Bhuvneshwar Kumar, where you need help from a Rahul Tripathi, where you need help from an Abdul Samad, who have been in this setup for a while now. And this is their time also to come into that leadership group and help Iron Makram out in this situation when he's leading for the first time. You can come and say, okay, why only give one over to Washington Sundar? Try him in the middle over. Try it's something different. That is where the domestic players will come in to help an overseas captain. David Warner is a successful captain because the domestic guys rallied around him. They helped him out. They talked to him. We can talk about a Rohit Sharma being a Rohit Sharma because all the Mumbai Indians players rallied around him. If you leave the captain and say he is just a captain, he will take all the calls and will just obey what his commands are. Then it is not a team sport. It becomes an individual game.
Exactly.
I mean, why would
Bodega,
Abdul Samad not bowl? Why would Abdul
Yeah,
Samad not
why?
bowl on a wicket like this? Rashid was impactful. If it was very simple. You had Washington Sundar, you had Rashid, and you had Abdul Samad. You should have bowled 10 overs with them. 4-4-2 or 4-3-3. You should have bowled 10 overs with your spinners and then look to try someone else, a Faruqi or a Umran or a Bhuvi or whatever it is. Bhuvi got 1 wicket. So what? The game was done. By the time the Rashid's impact happened, the game was done. The match was over. What are you talking about? So it was. I mean, what is baffling is there is a Brian Lara, there is a Muthaiya Muralidharan sitting in that dugout. And Murli has been the longest survivor in that Sunrisers setup. I don't know how he survives. Season after season, poor effort. Everybody else gets chucked out. Murli stays. He's got this amazing power to stay. Tom Moody gets chucked out. Trevor Bayliss gets kicked out. David Warner gets kicked out. And some people
Anil,
very poorly.
that's right.
All these fellows. David Warner was obviously very badly treated. Tom Moody got out. All of them have been
Rashid
kicked
Khan,
out.
Rashid Khan,
Rashid
Buriada,
Khan
Rashid
was thrown
Khan.
out. Exactly. Rashid Khan was asked to leave. But Muthaiya Muralidharan keeps his spot. How he keeps his spot only he knows. But VVS Lakshman had to leave also, by the way. I mean, you can
Yeah.
say NCA job, but the fact of the matter is Sunrisers has this great churn, but the only survivor in that setup is Muthaiya Muralidharan.
Bodega on that. Abhishek Sharma, Henry Klassen not playing. Your thoughts?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I said on record that my wooden spoon will be Hyderabad Sunrisers. And, in the first 2 games, they have done everything to tell you that they are not a team yet. Not a team yet. They have some good individuals. They had Marco Janssen in that squad. They have Henry Klassen in that squad. These are good players. Are they gelling as a team? You opened with Anmol Preet Singh. Why? Why? And did you see the way Anmol Preet Singh was? I mean, did you see the wicket keeping, Shubhan? Did you see that?
Yeah, very wrong, very wrong.
How many runs were being conceded there? I mean, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I did not understand with a Brian Lara, with that kind of a cricket brain, a Muthaiya Muralidharan. You don't expect such mistakes to happen. And Lucknow on the other side kept in control from the word go. And you got to give credit to KL Rahul. Huh? He bowled Amit Mishra 4 overs, replaced him, got Ayush
Yep.
Madoni. He bowled Ravi Bishnoi, he bowled Krunal Pandya, and Krunal Pandya had impact, not his faster bowlers. The moment Rahul understood the pitch, he got it spot on. Excellent captaincy from KL Rahul.
Exactly. Shubhan, I'll come to KL Rahul's captaincy on that. But before that, for SRH down the line, what should be their taking points going into the next game to make a comeback? And after that, I'll take your thoughts on KL Rahul.
We had a long preview of this IPL, and I had SRH very high as one of the contenders for this IPL, and Boria, and I debated that day. It was a heated debate about Boria was telling saying they would end up with the wooden spoon. I was saying they are one of the contenders, and he mentioned this particular spot because they have individuals, but they always mess up in this combination thing. Why Henrik Klassen in today's day, with the current form he's in, he would walk into a World T20 11. Not only an IPL 11, but a World T20 11. And you are playing three overseas players, and you drop a Henrik Klassen. I mean, okay, I would still say, okay, Marco Jansen, you have a Fazalak Farooqui, who is a decent bowler with the new ball, but Henrik Klassen. These are the decisions which make you pull your hair. Although I don't have much hair, but still I am trying to pull my hair. It is absolutely shocking. And what SRH need to do, as you asked, I think they need to sort their playing combination out. If they can do it, I still feel the individual quality is high enough to bail them out every time and make them qualify for the playoff. But if they don't and they lose another two on the trot from here on, then with in a 10-team IPL, it will become very, very tough to qualify for the playoffs.
Okay. Well, coming on to the positive sides for LSG, Kunal Pandya's performance, Boyada.
Oh, very impressive. Very impressive. Bowled at a fastish pace, especially that wicket of Aiden Markram on off stump. Very, very impressive. 3 wickets, very well. And now that he's getting an opportunity to bat at 4, Mumbai Indians would bat him at 7. He didn't get much opportunity. Very rarely would he get an opportunity to bat higher up. He is grabbing it with both hands. I mean, he missed out against Chennai. If he had batted well, he could have won the game for Lucknow. But today he was in
Right.
control. He allowed KL Rahul to settle down. It was not many runs to play with, so KL did not have to worry about the strike rate because Krunal kept the scoreboard rotating. All round effort. Again, Shubhan, Devashish and I, we were talking about this. If someone puts his hand up with an all round effort, Shardul Thakur yesterday, Krunal Pandya today, it makes a massive difference in a T20 game. Massive
Right.
difference. And Krunal Pandya is a good guy. If you know Krunal, he's one of the better boys in cricket. As a human being, he's a good guy. He has a level head. He thinks about process. It's not about only winning and losing. And to see a good guy like Krunal Pandya do well, you feel good.
Boyada, we have a small bite from Kunal Pandya. Can we please have it on the show?
Yeah.
Swapnil, can we please have Kunal Pandya on the show?
Again, what I
His-
have felt is that I have always got better every year. Sometimes a number doesn't justify what you have done or how are you getting better or not. Because in a T20 format, every situation is different. How you have been used also matters a lot. Like if you see first 4 season where I played, my role was completely different, where I was batting higher in the order and my role was different. Last 2 seasons, my role was way different in terms of as a batter, where Pollard and Hardik were going up front. So stats doesn't justify what you have done, but for me what matters is I don't focus on the result oriented thing. I focus on the process. What I mean by process, I focus on whether am I getting better as a player and as a human being day by day or not. And once I'm on that path, I'm not that worried about the result.
Well, we heard Kunal Pandya. Well, Shubhan, coming to you, these 35 runs will give KL Rahul much confidence going forward. What do you think of KL Rahul's performance today?
Of course, I mean, he spent the most important part is he spent time on the season, and in low-scoring matches, this is the most important aspect. You have seen from Sunrisers batting department, you have seen some shots. They went after runs. What KL did, he didn't went after runs, but he decided to stay put on the crease, and he knew that he had he played 10, 12 overs, they would easily win the match, and that is what he did. He executed his plan. It was not an easy track to bat on, but he applied himself, and that is what I have said all our pre-shows or post-shows. That application, staying in the present, what is the match situation? KL Rahul before the IPL said this thing and brewed a controversy that IPL the strike rate is overrated. What matters is playing according to the situation. And today, what he did was playing according to the situation. They won the match. KL was one of the key performers, and no one will question his strike rate in today's match because they won the match. He took them home. That is the most important part, and that will give him a world of confidence going forward in this tournament.
Yeah, it's just that the last match it was all about strike rate. The last match wasn't
Yeah,
about so that's
right,
what it is
right,
about. It is about game awareness. It is about playing to the situation. Today he did. The last day he did not. That is why people question you. So
right.
to say that it doesn't matter. Of course it matters. When you're chasing a 220, you have to score at
Of course,
a strike rate of 150. It's as simple as that.
right.
Today, as far as KL Rahul is concerned, the way he started the worst boundary, he was off with a relative flyer. I mean, he was I think around 25 of 18 or something, 17 balls, 30 of
Right.
22. He looked pretty fluent to me. He looked pretty fluent to me, and that is important. If KL Rahul gets on song, this Lucknow team is deadly, boss. Except Deepak Hooda, who is in pretty poor form. I mean, after that 6-1, thought Deepak Hooda will come away. I mean, that will give him confidence. But the next three balls he didn't play well. Otherwise, all of the top order, Myers, Puran, all of them are contributing, and this is a very good side.
Exactly.
They are yet to be joined by a certain Quinton de Kock in the 11, and that will be a big boost.
100%.
Well, tomorrow the El Clasico, CSK MI. We'll talk about a 41-year-old captain MS Dhoni, but today, Buryada, another 40-year-old performer Amit Mishra. Evergreen, your thoughts on Amit Mishra?
Oh,
Shubhan, try
perfectly.
and take that catch. Take that catch, Shubhan. You have to take that catch tomorrow when you are in the studio. If you can't, then you are a dismal failure. I mean, look at that man. The way he dived. My moment of the game today was Amit Mishra died. He didn't believe it. None of his mates believed. Everybody thought, what is going on, man? Amit Mishra pulling, taking that catch at fine leg. The moment, like real moment of the match, that one from Amit Mishra. But tremendous. And the way he bowled, look at the
Oh,
control. So Mishi is one of those characters you have to love. Mishi is a fabulous
yeah.
character, and it was good to see Amit Mishra successful.
And
Shubham,
you know the fun part about is he is not playing active cricket. He played a couple of matches in Syed Mushtaq just to be in the fitness arena, but mostly he's on Twitter nowadays, posting his tweets, having some banter with the fans. He's that, and now when he gets a chance. Last year I asked him like, मिशी भाई अनसोल्ड गए हो क्या प्लान है क्या है बोला मैं रेडी हूँ मेरे को जो भी लेगा उनको पता है कि मेरे को what they are bringing into the table. And Amit Mishra, in such conditions where you have turn, when he comes to Chepauk, when he comes to Eden Gardens, he will love it. He will love the degrees of turn, and Amit Mishra being one of the highest wicket takers, I think he is the leading
Yes,
spinner wicket taker in IPL history. Credit to him. And Buriaga to ask me to dive around. I will confess it. I have a bad back. So if I dive around like Amit Mishra in my 30s, not even 30s, in my late 20s, then I think I will have to spend some months on the sidelines, which I can't afford to do.
but Amit Mishra today was a revelation, boss. I mean, fantastic
And then
batting.
you have got to check my tweet as well. सीजन आएंगे सीजन जाएंगे बट मिश्रा जी का कमाल बरकरार रहेगा.
सही बात है एंड आप ये देखो रोहन कि हम लोग बात करते हैं somebody is over 40 ये वो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. इफ यू हैव द स्किल इट डजंट डिजर्ट यू. और अगर विकेट सही है आप उसका इस्तेमाल कर सकते हो आप कर लो. एंड दैट्स वे क्रेडिट मस्ट बी गिवन टू द लखनऊ मैनेजमेंट. वेदर इट इज राहुल,
Right?
गौतम, एंडी, जो भी है, अमित मिश्रा को खिला देना. एंड ऑन अ ट्रैक लाइक दिस दे गॉट इट स्पॉट ऑन. उनको पता था कि
Hmm.
रवि बिश्नोई और अमित मिश्रा इस बैटिंग लाइनअप को खत्म कर देगा. एंड कृणाल पांड्या ऑब्वियसली केम ऑफ as a surprise package there. Lucknow got everything right. Sunrisers got most things wrong.
exactly. And tomorrow, another 41-year-old will take all the highlights. MS Dhoni playing El Clasico, and tomorrow is the double-header day. Rajasthan Royals, Delhi Capitals, and Mumbai Indians, Chennai Super Kings. we'll end the show here with tomorrow's. What do you expect from tomorrow's games? Boria, you first, and then Shuban, and we'll end it here.
See, fantastic game. I mean, a Mumbai versus Chennai is an incredible match, right? Two of the most successful teams, four titles, five titles. Rohit Sharma versus MS Dhoni, and you want Rohit Sharma to win at the Wankhede because that's his home soil. MS Dhoni back after a win on home conditions at the Chepauk, and he's already threatened his bowlers. You bowl more wides, you don't bowl. I mean, I'm gone as captain, so they are under the cosh as well. So it'll be a top match. It'll be a top match, and the other one. Rajasthan versus Delhi, both teams missing key players. Mitchell Marsh not there, Joss Butler not there. Will Joe Root make his debut for Rajasthan Royals? Who knows? But the fact of the matter is Delhi is seeking a win. David Warner needs a win under his belt to get it going. So two very good games coming up. We will obviously be there. Plenty of stories will follow from our stable.
Shuban, your thoughts on tomorrow's matches, and then yeah.
I think we are going to witness a MS Dhoni special, Chennai Super Kings special. MS Dhoni was felicitated today. You can check, go to the Rev Sports YouTube channel and check that video out. MS Dhoni being felicitated for that last ball, last six of the 2011 World Cup final. Seats have been reserved for his memorial. So I think that's a fitting occasion for a CSK win. And after that. RR versus Delhi Capitals. I'm excited. I'm. You can see the visuals from today's felicitation ceremony Swapnil has played. MS Dhoni. I mean, iconic six. I don't know how Gautam Gambhir would react to that felicitation. But on a serious note, coming to the other match, I'm really looking forward to how. Delhi Capitals, David Warner, they respond to this tournament after losing the first two matches. I think as I said about Sunrisers Hyderabad also, you can't afford to lose too many more matches on the trot. Otherwise, in a 10-team IPL, it would get very difficult. Again, another player I'm looking forward to watch is Abhishek Porel. The kind of debut he made, I think keep an eye on him. He's a special talent, a bit raw perhaps, but a special talent nonetheless.
Okay. So that's all for today, and we'll be back again tomorrow with the team of with Rep Sports 9 a.m. With stories from all over the world, and we'll obviously discuss the two games. I'm pretty excited for the CSK match because I'm a huge MS Dhoni fan, so lots in store. And keep
Who
watching
isn't?
Reps.
Who isn't? Who isn't a MS Dhoni fan?
I'm a huge MS Dhoni fan. You know, I'm a huge MS Dhoni fan. A fanboy, I would say. Lionel Messi, MS Dhoni, these are some special characters for me. So thank you, Burida. Thank you, Shuban, for joining. Good night. We'll see you again tomorrow.
Absolutely. Good night.